Hey boys and girls, today we're going to learn about words and figuring out what words mean. By now you're starting to become a good reader and you're figuring out how to sound out words and be able to say those words. But you're still going to come across some words that you are unsure about what they mean. Um, I've been reading for 30 something years and I still come across words that I'm not sure what they mean sometimes. So, we're going to talk about how you can figure out what words mean. And a good way to learn new words is just by talking with people around you. You should talk with your parents or with your relatives, with your friends. You should talk with everyone as much as you can. And that's a good way to enhance your vocabulary or to make your vocabulary better. Another thing that you need to do a lot of to help your vocabulary is to read. Read all you can. Read to people, read to yourself, ask people to read to you. It's okay if it's books or magazines or just anything as long as you're reading. At my house, we leave the closed captioning on the TV, and that's something you can ask your parents to do maybe if they don't already. If you turn on closed captioning, what it does is it shows the words at the bottom of the screen and it tells what the people are saying. It writes the words so you can read the words while they say the words. So that's a good way to learn to read and to improve your vocabulary. So today what we're mostly going to talk about is affixes. If you know what affixes are, you can help decode, it can help you to decode the words that you're learning. So, affixes, there are prefixes and suffixes. Okay? So, prefixes come before a word. And I'm going to show you some examples of those first. Okay? So, here we go. So, I've got a word here, and let's cover up the prefix. If I don't have the prefix, the word just says, we're looking at this word here, it says obey. And you know that obey means to do what you're supposed to do. Like if your parents tell you to do something, or if Miss Monica asks you to do something, you obey. You do what you're supposed to do. Well, we can add a prefix. In this case, the prefix is dis. D-I-S. So if you see dis in front of the word obey, it gives you the word disobey. Okay? So dis means that you're not going to obey. Okay? So if you say dis, that means you're not going to do what that says. Disobey means not obey, to not obey. So that little prefix dis changed the meaning of that word completely. Okay, we've got another one. We've got the word read. Okay, let's read that word. Read. Okay, now I'm going to add the prefix re. Re means to do something again. So we are going to reread or read again that word. Let's try it. Reread. That means we read it again. Okay, so if you see re in front of a word, it means to do it again. The next one we have is, let me cover our prefix, happy. I hope everybody out there is happy right now. So if we've got the word happy and we add a prefix to it, un means not or the opposite of. So if you're not happy, you're unhappy. That's so sad. I hope you're not unhappy today. I hope that you're happy. The last one we have is view. If you view something, it means you watch it. So, for example, while you're at home, I bet you have been viewing movies, right? So if you want to view a movie, it means you watch a movie, right? So if you put this prefix pre That means before. Okay? So preview means before you view it. So does anybody know what a preview is? Think about it. A preview is what it shows you before you watch the movie. A preview shows you a little bit about the movie. It's a preview. It, it shows you what you're going to view. It gives you a little glimpse. So it's before you view it, you preview it. Okay? So those are all called what? What kind of affix? Prefixes. Right. Pre is before. We had that for preview. We've got pre, and pre means before. So prefixes are before your word. Okay? So next we're going to talk about another kind of affix. These are called suffixes. If pre is before a word, what do you think suffix means? That's right, it means after the word. So you see that I've got the word color, 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 color written on this page. So you may think, is Miss Monica going crazy? Well, maybe. But I just did this to show you what suffixes are. So we've got the word color. Everybody show me how you color. Color, 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 color. Okay, so we're going to change the word color. We're going to add some suffixes and see what we get. We're going to leave the first one alone. It says color. We're going to leave it. The next one, we're going to add the suffix s. What does that give me? Let me get my paper here so I can just show you that word. Colors. So you could say, she colors the paper, or she colors the picture. So colors means you're doing it right now, right? Let's do another one. Let's add ed. Color, and then ed. What word does that give me? Colored. Okay, so if you colored something, that would be like if I said, Jameson, did you color the picture yet? And Jameson said, yes, Miss Monica, I colored it. So colored means you did it already, right? It was in the past. If you add ed to something, that's a suffix that means it already happened. It was in the past. Like if I said I jumped over the creek, that means I did it already, okay? The next one, we're going to add full, F-U-L. And you can just think about that one, I think, and figure it out. If you say something is full, it kind of means a lot of, or it's, it's full of that. So colorful means it's full of color. If I said, wow, Susan, that is a colorful picture, that means Susan used a lot of colors, okay? She made it very colorful. My last one I'm going to show you today is the suffix ing. You see ing in your books a lot, okay? So let's write that one. We've got color. Now let's write ing. That's the ing suffix, okay? So coloring. What does that mean? That means you're coloring something, right? You could say, I am coloring this picture, okay? You're in the process of doing it right now. Like if I said, I am running to the store, that means I'm running right now. If I said, I'm grading these papers, that would mean I'm grading papers right now, right? If I said, I'm talking to you right now, well, I'm currently talking to you. So ing means you're doing it right now. So that's a few suffixes. We've got the base word color, and then we added the suffix s for colors, ed for colored, full for colorful, and ing for coloring. So those are some suffixes. So now when you come across a word and it has either a prefix or a suffix, maybe you can, maybe that will help you to code that word. Well, what I want you to really work on while you're at home is reading as much as you can and talking with your families. Read something and then talk to them about it, okay? So that's what I want you to work on. Tell your parents all about prefixes and suffixes, and I bet they can share what they know about prefixes and suffixes too. I bet they can come up with a lot that I haven't shown you today because there's thousands of words with prefixes and suffixes. So have a great day.